All right, everyone, welcome in. The time has come to kick off the Super Mario Odyssey Any Percent Open here on the Cool Cat Gang channel. My name is Saren, and with me in the booth is Lucine. Believe it or not, that is the person who is here, not Shicely. Lucine, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm chilling, you know, vibing. Ready to watch some Super Mario.
Yep. I'm sure both of them will do all right, no matter what they say about themselves.
Yeah, I mean, runners will pretty... I don't know, some people are pretty confident, some people like to talk down on themselves. It's their psych themselves out strat, but we do got ZackInTheBoxx in the call right now, in the festive Christmas sweater. Zach, how are you feeling comfy right now? Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling very, very festive, yeah. Not so confident about the race. My runs recently have not been great, but, you know, I shouldn't doubt myself.
Yeah, definitely shouldn't doubt yourself, but definitely got an opponent here, Aymen. Definitely a solid runner. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, but I'm not confident at all for the race. Honestly.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, races are hard. It's the first opening match, you know. After you get like a couple, like, I don't know, matches deep in the tournament, I feel like a lot of nerves start going away. But that first tournament match is always a little bit monka.
Yeah, that's true.
So how do you guys feel about being the opening match? Any extra nerves you think on here?
Quite possibly. I feel like I'm not as nervous as I would have been just because there's such a big PB gap between us. I feel like I'm probably going to lose anyway, so may as well just have fun with it. But yeah, I didn't realize until we started, like, oh, this is literally the first match of the tournament. Wow.
Confidence quickly shattered from Zach there, but yeah, hopefully we are all prepared to start here. If you are both ready with your DSTA timings, you can go ahead and ready up and we can get this one started.
Zach, don't worry. We will totally take off a minute for your sweater.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm ready.
Awesome. All right, you guys can go ahead and mute and ready up whenever you're good to go. Good luck. All right, so the infamous DSTA here. Do we have to do a DSTA explanation? I mean, it is 2022. I think most people here watch Super Mario Odyssey.
Even just in case we get any new viewers, I think we should explain it nonetheless.
All right, I'll let you handle it then. You got this.
All right. So DSTA stands for Daylight Savings Times Abuse. Basically, it's a trick in sand that is used to grow the seed moon pretty much instantly. What it uses is that it utilizes daylight savings time by setting the clock to a specific time based on the runner's splits and the times that they exit or slash enter. So basically, and DSDA is meant to happen as soon after 7 minutes. So runners set a specific offset that I don't know the word that suggests what their DSTA time should be.
Epic. All right, that's the one DSTA explanation of the tournament. Nobody else is allowed to talk about DSTA. You can't even mention the term DSTA. It's banned forever. If I see it in the chat room, your days are numbered.
Insta ban.
I think it's reasonable.
No, but I hope I explained that correctly.
It sounded good to me. Like I said, I mean, most people are going to be knowing what, you know, DSTA is. Some people might be coming over from, like, some SM64 matches or something like that, might not know what's going on, but we'll give an explanation now and then. I just don't want to hear it every single match. I feel like that was, like, the cardinal sin of
No, we
speedrunning
explain DSTA all the time. That would totally make sense.
In Luncheon Kingdom, we're still talking about DSTA. Anyways, we are rolling through Cap Kingdom here. Some sick water rolling going on. I think it's going to be a strong match. I mean, really, really good PBs here. Obviously, a 101 versus a 102. There's a bit of a PB gap, but Zach's been grinding hard to get that 101. So I know he's capable of it, even though he wasn't feeling super confident in the pregame interview.
Oh, and it seems like Aymen messed up on the left side. Both of them
Oh.
are actually messing up on left side.
Yeah, Zach having a bit of a left side meltdown here. Gonna be the first main difference here in the start of this matchup. Aymen gonna be taking out Topper just as Zach enters the fight. A little bit unfortunate for Zach. Doing some quick math in my head here. I believe we have 5 different brackets for the Super Mario Odyssey Any Percent tournament this year. So last year we had 2 separate brackets of 32 people each. This year we have 5 of 16 each. I think this is a better decision. I think we're gonna have some more close matches. You know, you're gonna have, I guess, more splits, right? You got more people, quote unquote, winning the tournament, but I don't know. I think it makes for more interesting races. The first races aren't going to be such blowouts. You know, we're going to have a 110 versus a 101 or anything like that going on.
Exactly, that's what I was just about to say. This way you make sure that it's not like, let's say a 102 versus a 58 or something like that. If that's even possible,
I mean, we've definitely seen races like that before. They're not the worst, right? I mean, you still get to watch both players. It's still a fun time, but like, pretty much you know what's going on when you enter the races. Like,
yeah, because most of these races are for fun.
What? I'm only here for the money, honestly. I don't know.
I'm only here for
That's why I joined the D division, to make the big bucks.
You joined the D division because of me.
Wait, what?
You joined the D division because of me, and I'm calling you up for that.
Were you the one that knocked me out of C?
Yep.
Oh, just add the last minute PB submission. Tragic. Oh, Aymen here missing Dino Skip a couple of times. Gonna be
Seems like
running
Zach
around
can
in
catch up
circles.
here.
Yeah. I feel bad for saying this, but I'm kind of glad this happened because it's a good like display for the first match. You know, of like, yeah, you can fall behind early, you can lose some time in Cap Kingdom, but anything can happen in a race. I mean, missing Dino Skip 3 or 4 times in a row for a player with a 101 is not what you expect, but it can happen.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen in Super Mario Odyssey. It's just this game.
We got like a perfect frame, perfect sync here. Oh, unfortunately, Zach missing that cycle there. Not gonna make it beautiful for too long, but you'll have to see a sync 5 minutes in the first race.
Yeah. Seems like Aymen's taking a lot of screenshots. Seems like they want to capture the moon in more ways than one.
They want to save the moment, you know. This is a cool Cat Gang race. This is kind of a big deal. I respect that.
I respect it too.
This is a Division B race, Troy. I don't know if you're being facetious because we forgot to mention it, or if you really didn't know, but it is in the title of each race. So if you ever confused, the commentators forget, I am most likely going to forget a lot. Yeah, just take a look there. Should tell you all you need to know.
Also, Flavian, don't worry, I'm last in Division C.
Which, speaking of all you need to know, if you ever want to know what's going on in the brackets, just pop the command in the chat. I'm sure we'll have some memorizers in the chat remembering those bracket commands. I'll try to throw them in the titles as well. So you can see the bracket, you can see the stat sheet, see everything that's going on. I wonder if the stat sheet is actually working. I haven't actually checked. I'm sure it is. Matt's been working hard on it. Should be even more reliable than last year. We have the wrong people on the head-to-head sheet. I love to see it. I linked the wrong bracket. That's why.
Oh my god.
Damn it, Mats. Why didn't you plan for me to put the wrong link in the chat? Beautiful. All right. And it looks like it is working. So let's go. Very cool. Oh. Sort of. Anyways, rolling into Sand Kingdom here, we got Zach and Aymen pretty close together, going for that infamous nut. Oh no.
Oh no, Zach missed the spot.
Basketball skills not quite on point for Zach, but... Oh no, missing the bird. Oh no, it's happening.
It's happening. No.
So what's the play here? What's the strat? Where are we backing up this bird? Could be grabbing it immediately after getting DSTA employees only here. That'd be my expectation. In some beginner routes, you can actually grab it in the Oasis, but it's highly unlikely that we're going to be arriving at the proper time with this one.
Because the Oasis is most of the time when you go for the Oasis in beginner, it's RNG, but I'm sure even these guys would be able to calculate it. Because I remember. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Zach grabbing this moon here. I literally had nothing important to say.
Oh, I was gonna say that when I was first starting out in beginner, I remember that I always just randomly got it in an Oasis. Then whenever I did try to get in an Oasis again, it would just be not there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're kind of caught with your pants down at that point if you are in the Oasis and there's no bird.
Yeah.
But not too far behind here, Zach. We'll see how the bullet bill jam goes for him. Aymen grabbing it. Curious how many people we're going to be seeing doing... Did we ever figure out a name for that? Are people still calling it quicksand? Is that a thing? Is that a thing people call it?
For what?
The platform clip route?
Yeah. I have never heard it called that, but I guess.
I heard that immediately, like when it first came out. I think Tyrone said it or something, and I was all for it, but I guess nobody else likes quicksand. I think it sounds cool.
I don't know. I mean, I just don't know what it would be called.
Dansta denouncing the quicksand route. I don't know. I'm gonna call it the quicksand route. My job as a Super Mario Odyssey caster is to just mess with all the trick names. That's my goal in life.
Seems like Zach's gonna go for regular Jaxi skip rather than reverse Jaxi.
Definitely fair. Doesn't save a ton of time and can be pretty risky.
Yeah. I mean, I know I've tried reverse Jaxi multiple times and I can't even get it fast. I have to take my time. I have to take my sweet precious time.
I just want to know, personally, if we're going to be seeing any Sphinx users outside of the platform clip route. If we're going to see any, like, old school sand routes, like in the Division D or anything like that. That's my dream.
I mean, for those that are still like at like a 125 or even 130 level, I'd recommend instead of doing Jaxi skip, if you don't know how to do it, you do go for Sphinx and replace that moon.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I honestly don't know what route I'm even gonna do. I should probably figure that out before my match actually happens. But yeah, I've done the boomer route for quite a long time, so hopefully I'm not alone.
Personally, I'm only worried about Wooded because my Wooded's not perfect yet, and neither is my late game.
Wait, you're not perfect at the game? This tournament is for perfect racers only, I believe.
Oh damn, I guess I can't join anymore then. I guess I have to drop out.
Sag. Pillar rut or pillar push? But it's not even a pillar.
It's a platform.
Oh, platform, okay.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
I was gonna have to be very against pillar push.
He was gonna lose a little bit of time here with the failed vault.
What if Buster Doggy snapped a 56 PB during the tourney? That would be very legendary.
That would be
pop off.
legendary.
Definitely looking forward to the Pro League. Not going to be for a while still. We got to get through the open tournaments, find the last participants. We already have quite a few qualified for the Pro League, but yeah, it's not going to be till February, so if you're looking for the...
Like both of the...
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, it seems like both of them are going for Lake Clip. Zach, messing up a little bit. I'm sure you'll catch up later in the run.
Yeah, Zach's a gamer. He's got the Christmas sweater power. It's going to be fine.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is correct, Dansta. I don't know. I think it's more interesting to have more fun races or like close races than have. I don't know. Competition is good. We want to like enable competition as much as we possibly can, but I want to avoid races that are literally not even a competition. Like, let's get a 120 versus a 117 and not a 109 versus a 130 or whatever.
No, I would love to verse a 130.
Flex.
I'm kidding, obviously.
Massive flex.
Yeah. No, I'd probably lose to the 130 anyway.
Yeah, that would be a little bit embarrassing. Would have some explaining to do, for sure.
Especially to someone who's, quote-unquote my rival. I'd consider them my rival anyways.
Wait, who's that?
It's just someone in the SMO Discord server named, Michael Max.
Oh, got you.
Let me down, so you are, like, top 10. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
see-
be surprised if you're...
How are you in the Pro
Pro
League?
League.
You don't even have sub-hour. What the heck? That can't be right. I'm confused. We're gonna have to look into that one. I mean, no disrespect. You're really close to that sub-hour, but like... I don't know. You gotta have standards, you know?
Seems like Aymen's going for the Tyrone world record strat. No, I'm kidding. It's just because in Tyrone's world record he does the exact same thing.
Yeah, Aymen was a little bit late on the tech setup, so I do believe that their profile is just not set up properly on Racetime GG quite yet. If you install Racetime GG through LiveSplit, it takes a little bit to build your profile, so next race should be good for Aymen. Just make sure if you are in the tournaments, get your tech checks done. It's very important. Makes the tournament run on time, run smoothly. Much appreciated.
Seems like here's
everybody who
somewhere
got it
where
done.
Zach can catch up, because Aymen just failed nut clip.
Ooh, that is true. He does have to convert on it though. We had a situation I don't know, like a week or so ago. I think it was Speed versus Buster.
Yeah, where they both failed nut clip. I was watching that.
Yeah. Buster missed it, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Speed's gonna catch up!" And then Speed just missed it. It's like, oh, never mind. All right, moment of truth.
Oh, it seems like he's got it.
Very cool. Yeah, we do have to still navigate the out-of-bounds section, but looks like we should be okay. As long as I didn't curse it, but I didn't.
And he's got it. Seems like you didn't curse it. This time anyways.
Yeah, it's as a commentator, it's always your fault, so even if they do well, it's your fault, right? It's all my fault that Zach is doing well in this race. Please thank me.
Exactly. Yeah, Zach, you can just blame Saren after. Aymen with the close death there. Also, did you mean the run.gg or race time?
If I said race time, I meant the run, yes.
Yeah, I just looked at chat and Dunst is a little confused.
Yeah, I just want to say, real quick, like, this is kind of crazy that this is, like, am I correct in assessing that this is a Division B matchup? Am I seeing things correctly? We have a Division B matchup with a 101 versus a 102. Like, that's actually crazy. That's actually kind of nuts. There's so many good players in the community now that we can literally make entire brackets of people with, like, sub-hour and 101s and 102s and 103s.
I mean, the community has had 5 years to evolve.
Yeah. Back in my day, I don't know. I remember the first open tournament that I ever hosted. We had, I think, around 30 players, and times were all across the board. You know, we had people from, I think we had a couple of sub-hours, and we had a bunch of people, like, varying all the way to, like, 120, 130. And those races were absolutely, like, they were clusters. Like, half the races were what we were talking about earlier, where it's just, like, 10-minute PB gap, but I don't know, it's a lot of fun no matter what.
I mean, personally, I didn't discover speedrunning until like about a little over a year ago.
Oh wow, yeah. It's definitely still in its early stages, that's for sure. But yeah,
It seems like with that nut clip, Zach's not too far behind.
There's not even a 103 in this division. Are you kidding me? 102.57 is the slowest time in Division B. That is actually crazy.
Yeah, because I think the fastest time is Fletcher McPhee, and they're a 103 in the Division C.
Yeah, it's crazy how the Division S is literally all sub-hour. Every single person has sub-hour. There will not be a single person in the league that's here that doesn't have sub-hour either, which is nuts. Like, that alone is nuts. But the fact we also have Division S full of sub-hour is... Holy cow. People are so good.
Yeah, the fact that we're able to do it in the first place.
Also, a good time to mention, we are starting prize pool crowdfunding for the Super Mario Odyssey Any Percent League, which is happening in February. So both the 70-star league and the Super Mario Odyssey Any Percent League will have crowdfunded prize pools through Matcherino. So now, through the end of the league, you have months to figure this out. You can donate, you know, $5, $10, whatever you can to the prize pool, and it will go directly to the runners. So if you are interested, that would be much appreciated.
Yeah, Donsta, don't worry, I'll make sure of that to make sure Division B is full of sub-hours as well.
Oh my gosh. Dance is gonna, like, bully the community into it. I can see it happening. I did catch Dansta in the stats chat the other day, bullying a racer for their sand route, trying to get them to improve. I had to, like, Dansta, please relax. He was like, no, their sand route is slow. Like, it's okay. People just want to have fun. Like, they want to play the game. Like, it's okay.
I mean, Donsta actually, Donsta, I forget how to pronounce. I'm sorry if I pronounce.
I like Donsta. I personally call him Danster.
But he watched me fail an Any Percent run where I died after the 4th pillar in Moon.
That's
And it was so upsetting. It was mostly my own fault because of camera.
Alright, so we are into the Lost Kingdom. Aymen taking a death
Oh
here.
no, Aymen!
That's huge. ZackInTheBoxx. With the chance to catch up here, all he has to do is not die. And we are going to be in the lead, which is kind of huge. Very close still, though. Aymen getting that second try meme tree skip. Does not have to grab that moon again, so it's just behind ZackInTheBoxx, but all of a sudden, Aymen's lead is completely evaporated.
And he goes for the safer strat for butterfly.
Audio is ahead of the video. That sounds like fake news to me. I'll get our tech team on it, don't worry. Yeah, we all know Troy's a funny guy.
Zack goes for cage triple while Aymen doesn't. They both get their respective moons. And there's the sync again. And it seems like Zack will be in the lead because both of them took a death, but Zack did it first. And I just jinxed it.
Well, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, now we got a sync. Oh my gosh. Zack, bringing out the big guns. He's got the Odyssey cap. He's got the cappy on.
Got the Odyssey cap.
Is that allowed? Is that
Nah,
performance enhancing?
I think we should ban him for this. I think this is cheating.
Oh man. Might have to just turn off the webcam right now. We don't encourage that kind of action on the screen, to be quite honest. Mario is controlling Zack. Oh, that is true. There is a clause in the rule document that says you cannot play for another player, so I don't know. We'll look into it.
Nah, I think Zack is an amiibo, and that would still be against the rules, because amiibos are banned. Oh, and Aymen fails Ottoman. Ottoman jump, whatever you want to call it. I don't actually know the correct name.
Awning jump.
Awning jump?
Okay, an Ottoman, I hate to correct you, but I gotta call this out.
No, do it. No, do it.
An Ottoman is like where you have like a sofa and there's that like footrest thing.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Also, Zack seems to have a very good backup to falling.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, there's been a few spots where Aymen has made some pretty massive mistakes, but Zack just unable to, you know, capitalize so far. You know, he does make up the difference, but then unfortunately makes some mistakes of his own that kind of cost him that potential lead here, which this is a single elimination bracket. All the brackets are single elimination up until the S divisions start, and then those will be double elimination. So it's kind of do or die in these races.
Yeah, I mean, none of them are Tyrone. They're both human.
I mean, is Mario technically a human? Zack is being controlled by Tyrone. I don't know. I don't understand the Mario universe. Ever since they introduced, like, the Metro Kingdom and whatever the people in there are called, they're just, like, extremely tall. It's like, are those real humans, or are the humans, like, Mario and Luigi humans?
It doesn't seem like they speak English.
So if you don't speak English, you're not
sort of
human?
language.
Oh my goodness.
Or any sort of language.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I realize what I...
Okay, I've got 2 callouts for my co-coms. My co-coms can officially call me out on whatever now. I'm in the negative. Let's see if both these players can have a 2 cycle here. It looks like Aymen here setting up to grab that second cycle. Pattern looking pretty like nice, honestly. Plenty of range here. 1 bar of health though, little Monka. Alright.
Okay, and they both nabbed the 2 cycle.
Tyrone is a dinosaur. Have you seen his profile picture? It's pretty clear.
Yeah, he's a pizza eating dinosaur. Don't you know this?
He's Italian.
That's enough. Hey, yeah, I mean, he has that Mario blood in him.
I don't know. I did see on Twitter that Tyrone's rocking the American flag on some promotional material. I don't know. I think he might be converted to the United States. I'm not sure. Could be fake news.
Nah, nothing's fake. Everything must be real.
Alright, so lining up for scoot clip here. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Taking a lap around the... Oh, okay. Double lap. Oh, okay. Alright. This race has been back and forth. I like this.
I like it as well.
Anybody's
Glad I'm
game.
commentating for this one.
Me as well. I'm glad you hopped in the booth. I was pretty excited to have Thero on commentary, but Thero is an old man and has children and had to take his kid to school. So, you know, okay. What's next? You gonna have a job? You gonna have a family? I don't get it. I don't understand.
I know, right? It's a mystery. It's crazy. I don't know how people do it.
Alright, so Aymen going for bullet building. We'll see if Zach opts to go for it as well. Looks like we're gonna roll right on
Oh,
past
looks
it.
like he's
So
going for musicians.
yep, little route divergence.
I mean, bullet building only saves 2 seconds, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, Thero's got a family. Dansta was sick and can't talk. Like, it's weird. It's almost like, you know, volunteers have their own lives and, like, personal needs. It's very strange. I'm still trying to figure it out. But bullet building looking good so far. As long as we get this capture here. Alright. Looking hot. Aymen making it look easy.
I think where this race will really be decided is in Bowser's Kingdom, one of the most platform-heavy kingdoms.
Oh yeah, Bowser's is always a bit monka. I mean, you can have a lead going into Bowser's and then take a death pretty much anywhere, and it sets you back a large chunk of time. Like, I don't know, on average around 30 seconds or so. And Super Mario Odyssey speedrunning at this level, 30 seconds is a ton of time.
Yeah. I mean, imagine being on 59 pace and then losing it, going on an hour because you died in Bowser's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zach, you should calm your own match. That sounds like fun.
Oh man, if I had $1 for every time I've heard that, like, I would be so rich. Fun fact, I've actually used that line before in a tournament, and I was actually allowed to do my own commentary over my own race. It was as bad as you can possibly imagine it could be, and I will never ever allow anybody to do that, even though it is quite funny.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry laughing. Like, I can already imagine it.
Yeah, so, I mean, the problem is I was trying to do it like an actual race commentary, so I was trying to watch the other player's perspective and, like, commentate on what they were doing at the same time that I was trying to play the game. Didn't work out super well, even though in Mario 64 you do have a lot of time in between the stars, but I definitely don't do that.
Oh, you use speedrun Zoom Mario 64 as well?
Yeah, I play a lot more Mario 64 than Odyssey. I'm like a, I don't know, honorary SMO runner. I've played a little bit, but
I mean, SMO is the first and only game I've really gotten into speedrunning into.
it's a great game to start out on. As far as like, you know, barrier to entry, I mean, you pick up the game, you start, you collect moons. Like, even if you don't know really good routing, you just generally know what moons to get. Like, you can get a pretty decent time. Like, I see people like basically going blind and get like a 140 pretty. I don't know if I want to say all the time, but like pretty frequently.
I mean, there are moons literally everywhere. There's 880 moons, and you only need one, and you only need about an eighth of those to beat the entire game.
Yep. Not to mention there's not a whole lot of like tech, right? I mean, you got like stuff like Dino Skip and stuff that you really want to learn, but like other than that, I mean, you don't do stuff like DSS till really high level. And as far as like clipping out of bounds or like doing any sort of inventory glitches or like anything, like there's none of that kind of stuff that you have in other games. So
Yeah,
anybody out there
Super
is,
Mario Odyssey is all about movement instead of tricks.
yep. If anybody out there is into the whole speedrunning scene, you've never really done it before, highly suggest giving Mario Odyssey a try. Definitely a fun speed game.
Seems like Aymen unfortunately doesn't get the clip, but is still going fast nonetheless. I mean, it only saves like 1.5 seconds.
That is a good question mark. I am not the person to ask about time differences in most games. SM64 I could kind of be like, oh yeah, that saves this amount of time or whatever, but the thing is for me, you know, especially with these tournaments, you have so many different players at different skill levels and different, you know, skill sets. It's hard to really say, you know, like, oh, this player could have saved, you know, 10 seconds doing this other strat because, like, they could just do it 5 seconds slower than, you know, what you would expect, so.
I mean, that's just me with chess clip. I have heard that it only saves 2 seconds fast, so I'm probably losing time whenever I went for it.
Yep. Yeah, it's a hard trick to save time with for sure.
Oh, Troyo, I'm talking about the moon clip in just before Poison Room.
Troy, I'm disappointed in you. You're supposed to be hanging on our every word.
Yeah, stop working. Stop working, you gotta hang out and chat.
Yeah, the schedule is indeed a thing. If you are interested in checking out when all the matches are happening, maybe you want to check when your friends are playing, when the top players are going to be jumping in the ring, all that stuff. Definitely keep an eye on the schedule. For a while, I was using the Twitch schedule, and nobody looked at it. I don't think anybody ever looks at the built-in Twitch schedule on any channel, so I think I'm just going to abandon that idea. Although it is quite convenient having everything built in, it looks terrible and nobody uses it, so I think I'm gonna abandon that one. Let me know what you think. But both players here wrapping up Snow Kingdom. Looks like Aymen about to head over to Snowdram. ZackInTheBoxx still having to grab that shot moon, so just a little bit of menuing and text separating the two.
Other than that, they're not too far behind. Yeah, the only scary part about Snowdram is that it's... Oh, and then Zack fails Snowdram, no!
The only scary part about Snowdram is that.
Yeah, it's the fact that it's complete mastery in the air. Well, not compared to most trick jumps, but when in speedrunning, pretty much.
I think that is absolutely the worst thing that can happen in a race is when a player is like failing Snowdram and having a bad time, and there's like a trick jumper in the chat, and they're like, "This jump is easy," and it's like, "Come on, man!"
Yeah.
That happens so
like-
often.
Maybe yes when standing still and being able to set it up very slowly, but like when doing it fast, it becomes much harder.
Hmm. Yeah, if you're trying to do it on a schedule, it's definitely difficult.
Like I remember talking with Potato, who's close to sub-hour, and they're also an elite trick jumper. They tell me that they get left side about 50% of the time, even though it's only about a 4 on the leaderboard, on the tier list.
Oh, you're talking about in a cap?
Yeah.
Calling it left side and right side breaks my brain because I've been speedrunning SM64 for nearing on a decade now, and there's a trick in the last level called left side and right side, so speedrunners aren't very good at naming tricks. We gotta get a little bit more specific sometimes.
Aymen is losing a little bit of time here, but not much.
Yeah, Zack's still holding his own though. Just having these little minor slip-ups here and there that are really costing him. I mean, missing that snow dram is really putting a damper on the run here. But
Yeah,
even
from
just
what I
that
heard,
right there was pretty big.
From what I heard, about each snow jam fails loses about 30 seconds.
Yeah,
But I could be wrong.
It's pretty detrimental. I mean, you bonk and you fall all the way down. You gotta wait to, you know, teleport back up with Cappy. It's definitely not the easiest. But Aymen here swimming through. Didn't look like we. I'm not sure. Did you catch if we attempted fish clip there? Or the chest clip?
I sadly didn't see it.
Oh, dang.
I don't think so, because it seems like Aymen went really fast with that, so there was no double block setup.
Got you. Oh, yeah, I was really close to that fish there. Oh, wait, what? Okay.
What? I have never seen that before.
Aymen knows something we don't, apparently. That was sick.
Yeah, take a video of that. I mean, Jay Green, if it works, it works. I mean, it is one of the most lenient clips in the game. Now I'm going into a kingdom that I think is even more deadlier than Lost. Because lava is just more annoying. And the geometry in the kingdom is extremely weird and I hate it.
There is a lot of geometry going on, that's for sure.
Can we get a solo triple?
Yeah, very nice salt triple. That jump is... I hate it so much. I've messed with it some. I still do the baby, like, ground pound, you know, sit on the side of the cliff and try to jump up there strat, because salt triple is just... I don't know. I don't got the movement down in this game yet. Ooh, tasty bonk there.
Gotta love those bonks.
Oh!
So Aymen does seem to go for spearless.
Okay. I was not expecting that.
Gets the jump.
That is risky.
I was not expecting it either. I was still expecting spear route at this level.
Yeah, and the thing is like, even if this is something he's pretty good at... Oh, Zack missing triple there. But even if Aymen is really solid at this strategy, it's still a huge risk, right? I mean, you're coming into the kingdom with a lead, and now you're going for a risky route where, you know, you have to do Invisiblock jump later. That is not an easy time, and I don't know. I'm kind of scared.
I've tried Invisiblock jump a few times. I feel like I get the movement correct, but I just don't know where those blocks are.
Yep. I mean, even if you know where they are, you know, like, it's a really precise dive. If you just bonk on them, it's like, okay, you're done. Like, Oh no, Zach. Taking 2 hits.
It does save himself.
Oh god. Okay. It's fine. I wasn't scared.
Fine. As long as he gets those hurts, he will. I was about to say he will lose some time on Spirit, but I'm wrong about that. And he collects the heart because of the way that one moon story moons work. It's very annoying. I hate it. The fact that you have to watch another cutscene.
Alright, so we're coming up some pretty dicey movement here for Aymen. Oh my gosh. Making it look easy. Picks an incorrect turnip there, but not a huge deal. Gonna be heading over. Do a little bit of triple jump action here and toss it on over to the soup. Alright, makes it. So correct me if I'm wrong, but there's only really one more tricky part of Spiritless.
Which is block jump, yeah.
Yeah, so Aymen's gonna maybe pull this one off. It's kind of the moment of truth here, coming up.
I mean, unless you count the Podoboo sub area, that just the Podoboo movement.
Yeah, I've seen people die there before. I don't think it's quite as common.
Yeah, but to new runners, when Aymen was going for the salt pile that quickly, it did seem like he was going super fast, but in reality, it's like one of the earlier. It's earlier than your usual move.
Alright, here's that jump we've been talking about. Hyping up.
The triple.
God,
Finds the
Aymen
block.
nails it. What the heck? Alright. Aymen has impressed me.
Watch him die here now.
No, don't say that. Oh, I don't know why that scared me. I just. That's normal.
That was the normal movement. What are you on about?
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, loses the Podoboo.
Yeah, just a bit of time
I used to
loss,
call
though.
it a fireball. I never knew it had a name because I remember.
Okay, so you're actually more correct, I feel like, with the first one. So I'm not entirely certain, but I think they don't actually call these Podoboos. I think they call them lava bubbles.
Yeah, no, that's what I called them.
Yeah. So I think you were correct initially, but most people do call them Podoboos because that's kind of like what they've been called historically. I don't know. It's weird. Nintendo's weird.
I think that might be the Japanese name, but I could be wrong.
Maybe.
It seems like Aymen has successfully done Spiritless.
Yeah, and wrapped up luncheon, definitely turning some heads in that kingdom. I'm really shocked we saw a Spiritless attempt and, of course, a success. So, really impressive gameplay so far from Aymen. Heading into Ruined Kingdom. Had some mistakes early on, but really coming into his own here. ZackInTheBoxx having to take out the tomatoes here. Taking 2 burns. Oh, and that tomato's going to cost him his life.
Oh no!
Unfortunate.
Zach, don't worry, you got this.
Alright, gets the trajectory correct that time around. A little bit shaky on the other side of the mountain, but I've got the moon.
Does go for the risky strat and pays for it.
Nice.
Thankfully, there's a piece of geometry you can land on.
Yeah, that was a really nice save there from Zach. Getting some special intel in the chat that Aymen is actually the BTT GOAT when it comes to luncheon, so that would explain what's going on there in luncheon, because that was like remarkably high level gameplay. Like,
yeah, I think that's like at least 100, maybe only 59 level. I could be wrong though.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people don't even go for Spiritless until like 58 for sure. So definitely sub-hour level movement there.
I mean, even if I were to get the jump and everything, I'd probably still only have my Spiritless would probably still be slower than my PB.
Yeah, mine would just not exist because I just can't do that. It's too hard. But it is a good time to call out the racers, let you know in the chat where you can find them. If you are so inclined, you can support these racers by following them on Twitch. They are fantastic runners, fantastic people. And of course, you can also follow the commentators. Always find those under the racers or the comms command, respectively. And Aymen somehow managing to take out a dragon. That is possibly more impressive than Spiritless, question mark. I mean, that dragon's pretty large. He's got big teeth.
No. Also proper, there is a difference between practicing and actually utilizing it. If you're practicing it, that's completely understandable. But when you utilize it at this low of a level, it's kind of just insane.
Yeah, definitely.
I just realized that's pro, not proper. That's my bad. No, but I was making a joke. I was watching one of the CCG streams, and I'm just like, they're just like, they didn't want to someone didn't want to have any spoilers, and then they saw the dragon. We're just like, WTF is that? I said in chat, it's the easiest boss in the game. That's what it is. Because it is. I
don't know.
I would have to.
I still will stand firm that the dragon is very large and shoots electricity, so.
Yeah, it must be very powerful and a very hard boss.
Yep.
No, but the easiest boss is either between the dragon or Harriet and Sand. Because Harriet and Sand is pretty straightforward. Just stand there and then hit the bomb.
I haven't beat Harriet and Sand for like a billion years, so I honestly don't know. Is the fight different than on Bowser's?
It is, because in Bowser's you have to actually line yourself up with movement for Harriet.
Oh, I see.
And in Sand you can literally just stand there and then just throw Cappy as she throws the bomb.
Oh.
Because the way she works in Sand is that instead of having 2 braids with bombs, she has 1 that she basically just launches in a straight line.
I see.
Yeah, and then her UFO cap movement is the same as Bowser's.
I mean, the bosses are pretty straightforward in this game, but you gotta remember, we've been watching and playing the game for years and years now. Like, if you think back to the first time you played the game, the bosses were not as easy, right? Like, anything becomes easy once you do it a million times. And Aymen having a lot of trouble on this dive back strat here on the shards, but does grab it. There's a little bit of trouble there as Zach is catching up, heading off to Bowser's Kingdom.
And anything can happen in Bowser's.
Yep, there are a lot of pitfalls in this level. This level reminds me a lot more of like SM64 races, because pretty much every level in Mario 64, you have giant pits everywhere of death where you just like fall in it and you just lose like 30 seconds. And you don't really have that a whole lot in this game until this level. And then this level is just like, yeah, everything's a giant death pit and you die.
My first casual play. Oh, that's a nice clutch by Aymen. I was on my edge of my seat. I was on the edge of my seat there.
Zach barely grabbing the kill on that ogre there too. So both players making a few mistakes here and they're playing really solidly, and that's kind of what we expect at this level.
I know, right, Donsta? This is an SMO race, not a Super Mario 64 race. Gosh.
Hey Dansta, if you want to hear less about SM64, you're more than welcome to jump on commentary at any point in the tournament when you're not sick. I will allow it.
Also, Aymen's doing the stinky strat of going for topper first.
Is that
No,
legal?
I'm kidding. I know, right? You always have to go for Harriet first.
Yeah, I'm definitely a Harriet first kind of guy.
Yeah, and I'm a Harriet first kind of girl.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. We can mention SM64 at least one more time because we do have SM64 coming up next. 70-star open kicking off right after this, so that'll be pretty hype.
The keyword is coming up. So Dansta still has a point.
No, negative.
Oh, and Aymen missing the bomb, but still makes it up.
I'll take his advice when he gets sub hour.
Sarah totally doesn't have a Mario bias.
No, I'm a Mario Odyssey fanboy, definitely, 100%. Been playing this game since it first came out. I never was negative towards this game at any point in my life.
And according to its Marky Mark, Super Mario 64 is the sequel to SMO.
Oh, that's why its graphics are so good then, huh?
Wouldn't that make it prequel?
That is one thing I can say about speedrunning this game, is that every time I turn on this game to do a run or like even play it casually, I'm like, how are there so many pixels on my screen right now? Like, why? Why? How is this possible? Like, I can't see the individual pixels. This is crazy. The detail.
Oh, I was really hoping to see Pipeless here.
That's a pretty high level strat. I would have been shocked to see that one, personally, unless that's come into its popularity recently, but I don't know. I'm operating on knowledge from whenever the last SMO 90% League ended, because the only time I really ever tune into like casual SMO streams is like, I don't know. I don't have a lot of time to watch Twitch, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, so what I see on this channel is pretty much my knowledge.
No, it's mostly just used in times of need, because Pipeless is very difficult and can cause lots of deaths. And here we see Birdless Mech, done very well by Aymen. Gets the buffered spin pound.
Yeah, this fight is extremely Monka. I mean, I'm not gonna... Okay, I guess I'm already gone into it. I guess my caster curse blocker is already out of it, and not even making a lot of scary moves there, but manages to grab the ledge, get a spin pound onto Harriet. That was extremely terrifying.
Over for target acquired, and gets it. That's Mech.
Oh, Zach. I don't know what happened,
Mech
but we were
almost
swimming
dying
in the
on
drink.
crates. Thankfully, water exists.
Oh, that is true. That is true. The cosplay and the festive spirit is definitely a time save for Zach, so that does have to come into play here.
Yeah, Aymen has to be 2 minutes ahead of Zach to win.
Or bust out his own like holiday spirit. I mean, one of the two.
Yeah.
Perhaps doesn't celebrate any winter holidays. Might just have to cosplay as one. I don't know. A celebrator.
You know what would be really cool?
What?
Since Aymen is so far ahead, he should go for DSS or 2 DSS. Sorry. I'm kidding. That is
Not
that is
the worst
like.
idea.
I mean, I think it's harder than DSS. If I'm gonna be completely honest. Zach is struggling on mech.
Yeah, it does get up there though. I mean, once you get on the climb, right? You can have a little bit of issues getting up there as long as you make it up. It doesn't really mess with the rest of your mech fight. There's one strat I actually really want to implement soon is birdless mech. That climb is way harder than it looks.
I mean, I've tried birdless mech like in a actual run before. I hate it with a passion.
It definitely can be a pain. Zach going for target acquired. Oh! Oh!
Oh.
Okay, we're fine.
Oh,
Oh,
it stays
we're not
on.
fine.
Oh,
Okay. Whew.
there we go.
Collects himself there. That was good. That was good. Definitely holding on
That
here,
was
but
good.
Aymen definitely with a massive lead going to Moon Kingdom here. It's going to be hard for him to throw this one unless we see some pillars deaths. Oh, Mooncave skip miss
failed
from
moon
Aymen.
skip.
Pausing. Okay, makes it over the edge. We see a lot
I
of
was waiting
players
to see a bonk
nowadays.
there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is we see a lot of players going nowadays for like a a really close dive there on the end of that mooncave skip, and really trying to cut all the corners. And in PB attempts, I think it's really good, and in races if you're confident with it. But we've seen some really skilled racers in the past just take deaths on mooncave skip, and it can actually be really, really bad.
I mean, anything is possible when it comes to SMO. SMO is just one of those games where it's usually the game that hurts you rather than the player.
Yep. Real quick, as we are watching this final Bowser fight here, Aymen grabbing the pass caps. I just want to give a shout out to everybody who has showed up in the chat today. Everybody supporting the events, sharing the schedules around on Twitter. You guys are extremely appreciated. We could not make these events happen without the support of the community and all the players and everything like that. So, shout out to everybody who signed up. I'm not sure the final count on this tournament, but I think we have around 80 players total in the open tournaments, plus the league participants, so I'm pretty sure this is the biggest open tournament ever in Super Mario Odyssey, which is pretty sick.
If I am doing my math correctly, I think we have 76 in the, or 78 in the 80% open.
I'm gonna double check.
Yeah, because I think there's only 14 people in D.
You are correct. You are very good at math. I had to look at a spreadsheet. But yeah, it is 78 players total in the open tournament. Then we've got 2 extra on the show match between Cordy and Joan, which should happen sometime in the next week or so. So 80 confirmed signups, which is pretty large. Aymen here going into the pillar sequence. Will we see the infamous 2DSS? I don't think so. ZackInTheBoxx not getting a bonk, thankfully, but not getting the mooncave skip.
And Aymen sadly not going for 2DSS.
I can't blame
Does go
him.
for 2D skip and gets it.
I mean, going for the flex is almost never the play, and this is a single elimination tournament. You only have one chance, so No point in giving Zach an opportunity here, although he has been having a bit of a rough time with this Mooncave skip. But it is that time of the night, or the evening, the afternoon, wherever time it is, where you are. Bust out those cat jams. We are in the final sequence here for Aymen. Any jam emoji will do, as long as it's not Pepe D. Pepe D is, of course, banned in the channel. Not allowed. Pepe D enjoyers. I don't know what to say. There's better emotes out there. Looks like we're going to be ending things off with a high 102 here, perhaps. Let's see.
I think that's a 102.54.
Manages to capture the wire, extremely impressive. But yeah, closing out the first match of the tournament with a 102.54. Aymen moving on to the second round of the B division here. Excellent showing from him. Really phenomenal luncheon, honestly. Like I think everybody can probably agree that was the highlight.
I mean, I can certainly agree with that.
Do, however, still have ZackInTheBoxx here in the Bowser fight. Don't forget about him. Going for that last fast at. Okay, that scared me. He's going for punches.
Yeah,
I think that was an accident too, because he's laughing about it.
I was about to say, I think Zach forgot how to count.
I'm not gonna lie, when you're doing that Bowser fight and you're like tilted at the run, like if you're doing a race or like your PB died and you just want to like finish off the run, and I don't know, it's really easy just to be like, I'm just gonna punch Bowser, you know, just finish this off, and you're like, oh man, that was not the right one, and then Bowser swipes his tail at you, so I can say I've been there.
I've definitely been there before as well. Not from tilt, just because I forgot how to count.
Counting is hard.
Indeed. Especially in Super Mario Odyssey. Zach attempting 2 DSS.
Alright, so into the second cat jam sequence here. Zach looking like we are on pace to get a low 106. See how these pillars go. Oh man, unfortunately unable to grab that last shot there. Wait, did that not break it?
I don't
Okay.
think that broke it.
What, Zach? As shocked as we are, oh man, unlucky boulder or something like that. Just don't die,
Oh
Zach.
no,
Just
and
don't die.
oh no, and he already broke the. He already made the block ball.
Alright, it's fine, it's fine.
Alright,
We're not dead.
it connected.
Nobody panic.
Too late. Gonna go for the style. 360 no scope. That's gonna be a 106.11. I lied. 106.13.
Beautiful race. See if we can get these players unmuted here for an interview shortly. Zach, if you can hear me, please let me know.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's I'm fine. Yeah,
Mario gameplay.
something like that. Yeah, that was a bit of an embarrassment, but I mean, I was never gonna win anyway, so I tried. I tried my hardest. Didn't go so well, but I don't know. We had fun. We're here.
I think you did pretty good. I mean, we were quite close for a lot of it. There was a couple of times where
It was up
Aymen,
until like Metro, yeah.
yeah, made a big mistake here or there, and you definitely capitalized, especially in Wooded. You know, getting that nut clip was pretty clutch and definitely caught you up quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aymen, welcome into the booth here, taking away the win in round 1. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I think the run was pretty solid actually. The only big mistake was missing nut clip, but other than that, I just made a bunch of stupid mistakes, but it was really solid.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think everybody was definitely blown away by your luncheon, going for Spiritless in a race
can't
and
believe
absolutely
that.
crushing it. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, I
gotta say.
practiced Spiritless for hours, and I'm happy it went so well.
People have said that you're part of the BTT and luncheon as well.
Yeah, I have a few segments there. I grinded like 10 hours to get just one segment.
Oh man. Yeah, the BTT in this game is extremely competitive. I mean,
Yeah,
pretty hard to
definitely.
get a segment, so that's extremely impressive, especially in such a difficult kingdom.
Thanks.
But we do have some matches coming up, so we do have to kind of cut the interview short here, as I believe in 2 minutes we're scheduled to start. It's definitely going to be more than 2 minutes, but we will do our best to start up in the... Actually, it was supposed to happen 15 minutes ago. All right, good job, me. Let's do a great job at staying on schedule, apparently. But yeah, we will
Oh,
be
it was
back.
supposed to be 15 minutes ago.
We will be back extremely shortly with Monty VR versus Kaiwo. Opening match of the 70 Star Open. I hope to see you there, and we will be back in just a minute.